Welcome back, WeArEuS, and this is Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous. So, we are in a different place because, well, why the frick not? Apparently, I found some very interesting things. For one, there was a puzzle that we were trying several episodes back. Nothing came of it because it was a mess, and it made no sense to me at the time. I have figured it out, and oh boy. Well, the reward wasn't particularly useful, I don't think, but... okay, I had to reset my chair because every now and then, it just slowly descends, and it's really annoying. But I do like the chairs that let you go up and down. So, there's that. Anyway, as I was saying, before I was so rudely interrupted by my seat, I found out a bunch of stuff while I was playing after we ended the video. For one, the platforms that we were moving around by rotating the camera, you can have people stand on them and they won't move, which was my main concern. I was worried that if I had someone stand on it and the camera moved, the platform would leave and they would die. That's not the case. The platform remains there, even if you rotate the camera, no matter how many times you rotate the camera. Now that we have that out of the way, we are here in the mines again because, apparently, having checked the journal, there was nothing for us to do in the Mage's Tower any longer. So we were there for no reason. And thankfully all of the traps on the lower floor had since expired. Oh, that was very kind of them. Anyway, I read the journal, and apparently we need to look for some crystal for the storyteller to touch. Totally looking forward to this. I mean, it has to be... We have to be able to get it from here, right? There it is. Oh. It's about to get violent, isn't it? Good. Unless there are those crystal monsters.
I'll help where I can.
I hate those things. Okay, it looks like it's safe. Looks an awful lot like bait to me. Why is Darren so far up? I actually want you here.
No reason to pause.
There's a perception check around here somewhere.
Let us not hesitate.
What? What are you doing? There it is. No, don't like that either. There she is. And Ivu. Belt of the Venerated Champion. Hold on. Belt of Constitution 6. So the WeArEuS has to be mounted. Faith Bearer. Where did I get this from? Whenever the wielder of this +4 Holy Scimitar confirms a critical hit, they make a lore check with a difficulty class of 40. No one's got lore high enough for that. Or religion. $23, $25 is the highest. Oh, that's gross. Alright, so what does it do? On success, all allies are healed for the amount of HP equal to the number of ranks the wielder. That's stupid. And utterly not worth it. Utterly worthless. That's the word. Oh, he already has it. Okay. Do we have a better belt for her? Physical might. Yeah, I'm going to need you to let go of that. And this. Beautiful. Now she's even more powerful. Okay, and she needed this. She doesn't have spells. But I do want her in a stupid hat. Perfect. Well, I guess that's it. Anyway, what were we doing? I don't know why this little icon here came back, but I wish it wouldn't. I typically don't notice it because on this side of the screen is the window, and since I usually record when it's bright out, so I can have the rest of the night to myself for whatever it is I intend to do, I don't see it. Unfortunately, I do see it now. Yesterday, when I closed GeForce Now, it effectively crashed, so I didn't remember, as a result of being annoyed that it crashed, I didn't remember that I needed to check settings and have this turned off permanently, because it shouldn't even be back on now. It doesn't, whatever. So we need to have Sela go over here. Yeah, no one's surprised by this. And of course, as you can see, my 5-foot movement broke her ability to continue her turn. That's fair. Because I can cheat too. Okay. Can't really do anything about people being stunned, can I? These are neutral. So that spell wouldn't have any actual value. I guess we could do this. Right. And he can't move, so we treant. Because they're the only summon I trust. And I still don't trust them very much. What? Why did it turn into an ancient carnivorous crystal? Or why did it mutate, I should say? Run, Morgrel. Run. I guess we'll go ahead and use this selfishly. Now that I think about it, why did I even bother having her use that? They don't have any... Okay. They're not immune to magic. So we can make this work. Oh, right. Remember, last episode we gave Morrow the prismatic whatchamacallit, the ring that lets him cast this. But in order to cast it, we have to sacrifice 9 levels worth of spells. Or a total number of spells equaling 9 levels. Whatever. Let me show you just what the area is on this particular spell. So, yeah, that's a big old FU. I like that. But I can't use meta magic to make it attack, to make it not affect allies. I have no idea how I'm ever supposed to actually use that spell. Darren wasn't affected. Neither were these two. That doesn't... Freedom of movement doesn't stop stop. Stun. And isn't land still shaken? No, we got rid of that apparently. Good, good. But I don't have anything that gets rid of stun. We could check. Subsonic hum. Mind affecting effects. I mean, we're still here, so once we go back up, we can just reset our spells anyway. If I can kill one of them, probably not. It's still got 208 health. Wait, if I give them good hope, would that help? Good hope should be level 3. No. It's that. Well, it's a gamble, but I'm almost certain this isn't actually going to remove stun from everyone. This won't work. I'm not going to do it. Land needs to get into position. Given his size, I don't think he'll be able to do it. Oh, that one was cast swift. Okay. I see what happened. What in the world did we cast 3 times that gave us that? Must have been when we were buffing everyone. Yeah, we don't have 3 spells. Oh, no. No, we don't have 3 spells. We don't have 3 buff spells that would need to be cast like that. Well, since I can, I may as well. They resist cold, have energy resistance to fire, which means acid. Naturally, he does get a turn. He used Sunder Armor. Weird. Okay, so Actually, doing that one doesn't make sense. Oh, it's selected. That's fine. No. Bolster. That's going to... Wait, where is she? Oh, yeah, go ahead. Shoot through that wall. Yeah, we like that. Good lord, that's a lot of damage. Let's go ahead and move her up. Since she rolled against the... Since she successfully saved against the effect, I can move her in without too much worry. God dang it. Just looking at you, kid. Oh! She landed every single one of them. Madness. Okay, let's see. Can we... Nope. Thank goodness I anticipated that. That could have been a little messier. Of course, not Darren, but Lan is still... No, he's fine. Good. So now we have to go all the... Are you actually kidding me? So these things are going to be spawning the entire way. And there are 3 of them this time. And now Ivu is stunned because... This is retarded. Great. Because he starts off his turn staggered, I can't start with a full round summon. Fear isn't going to help. Do we have anything else? Ah, it removes stunned. Yes. Don't mind if I do. Let's put that here. So it line of sights everyone. And I don't want to move. Got there. I think he'll be safest here. Because it's staggered, it wasn't able to attack him for opportunity. Good. But because he was stunned, he's now staggered. Let's take care of one at a time. Which one do we focus? This one's next to her. I'm worried about Bismuth. Just a little bit, so... I don't think her... Lay on hands removes staggered. Oh, it does. Touch yourself and be free. No, still didn't do it. It would be able to get rid of that for Darren. Right now, everyone's just called flat-footed, so it was worth testing. I promise. just so we're clear, the fortitude saving throw, I've said this before. I don't know why it's still like this. It shouldn't be. The saving throw it rolled against successfully was for this. I'm going to go ahead and bring this up so you guys can clearly see this. The fortitude it had to roll against was to prevent it being paralyzed. The difficulty class says it's supposed to be 24. But the difficulty class that it actually rolled against was 11. Is it really that hard to make sure that a weapon functions the way it's supposed to? I don't imagine so, and I don't have any other throwing weapons right now. That's a spear, not a javelin. I don't have any other throwing weapons. So, when I say I'm a little frustrated, oh, that's a javelin. But its damage is trash compared to the axe because she's got skills based on using specifically throwing axes, so her damage with them is going to be better. So if they suck, or if they're badly coded, what am I supposed to do? Right, it has 20 fire resistance. Fat lot of good that's going to do this guy. Land has good hope, which beats prayer. And I'm not about to waste another mass heal. So he's going to have to figure it out on his own. What are they immune to? Because I'm considering... Can't be polymorph, stunned, or prone. They're immune to mind effects, which means that the boogeyman is out. They're neutral, so we've got that against us as well. I guess I could summon the red caps, just not that. Just to piss them off. But they're just red caps, so it's not like they're going to be useful. Also, he gets another turn immediately? Or did... No, it's still the first round. How does that keep happening? I've seen it before where I've had someone summon things and they just get another turn free. I do have to admit, he gets bonuses, or gives bonuses to things he to things he summons, as long as they're evil. Wait, what is it immune to? Cold, okay. And of course, they don't tell you that it only has to save against the effect of the Frost Embrace once. Geez, she got a lot of hits in. That was some Frost Embrace. They can't be feared, so no point in worrying about that. Thank you, Ivu. Yeah, we can do this. Right? I don't... It's bolstered, that's why it hit them. They're immune to cold, and she doesn't have whatever that mythic talent is. These would work pretty well against them, but then I'd be sitting there waiting for these to kill them. It wouldn't be worth it. Although I did think about a particular combo that I could use, wherein an enemy knocked into this thing via a push effect foregoes the reflex roll and just falls right in. With that being the case, I could use Morrow, have Ember set this up near Morrow somewhere on opposite an enemy that is next to Morrow, and then he can just shove them into it using the power from the crown he's wearing. But that's something that's going to have to wait. Who is this? Ember? Oh yeah, we could AoE this just fine. Oh, that's what I get. I don't understand. Well, it was already stunned, that's why. Anyway, whose turn is it? Darren?
Out of my sight!
That's right. You spanked that rock. Oh, that sucks.
We will win this war.
Oh, looks like we're safe then. So, now what we have to do is go. We need to head back to the Mage's Tower. We have no shortcut there, so that's going to be a bit of a walk. So, once I cross through this door, you and I are going to go our separate ways until we meet again back in front of the storyteller. That's where I'm going to cut back in. So, well, I'll see you soon. Strangely enough, the storyteller isn't here anymore. But I assume that is easily remedied by doing that. Let's first make sure he doesn't have something new for us. Or that he at least hasn't replenished his stock. See, I hesitate to even consider purchasing this because it says the enemy has to pass a saving throw with the difficulty class of 24. But is it programmed to be 27? But is it actually programmed at 27? Or is it 5 or 10 or 13? I can't trust that they did their jobs properly. So I can't even consider realistically getting this weapon. And being able to slow something is huge. Plus, reducing the damage it can do. But paralyzing something would be even better because, that opens them up to being instantly killed. Assuming they're vulnerable to, what is it? Precision damage? But no, it doesn't look like he has. No. Oh, right. The storyteller takes the crystal, and his face becomes twisted with evil rage, and a screeching cry bursts from his lips. A bloody stain spreads across your chest, and the storyteller's visions once again burst into your mind, just as they did in Canabra's when you brought him the stone chisel. My wings take me higher and higher, stirring storms, but even they cannot disperse the ball of darkness hanging in front of me. Stupid little maggot, you think you can fly as high as me? My cheeky opponent does not answer, and the wound under my heart continues to gush streams of blood, tainting the feathers of the black bolts and dripping into the waters of WeArEuS. There's something wrong with this wound. My strength is dwindling too quickly. This means there's no time to waste. I grab her, scrunch her up, cut her with my claws, and throw her to the very bottom of the abyss. Quickly changing the direction of my flight, I rush forward and hit the center of the dark cloud. Well, where are you? My chest is thrust forward, ready to take any blow, and my claws are cutting through the air. But she is not here. She deceived me. The dark cloud was a fake. Where are you? Her triumphant laughter echoes over the black ocean, so insulting, so insolent, and impetuous. Someone catch that laughter. Choke it! Your mind is confused. Adrenaline pounds in your veins. By force of will, you manage to overcome this madness and concentrate on the storyteller's screeching voice. Who are you? You don't know me. I am the demon lord I am the demon lord Olympia, lady of harpies, sweet-voiced mistress, and seductive peril. My wings can embrace a mountain, and all in the abyss know my name. Then who are you fighting? That pathetic upstart Nocticula. She attacked without warning and wounded me. And now she is hiding in her shadows, thinking she can get away from me. Your pathetic leathery wings can't compare to mine. Then why are you fighting?
For power, for might, for superiority, for the right to fly over these endless waters, for the right to seduce the unlucky ones of our choosing. One of us will perish, and the other will rise and get everything the loser owns, and I will be the one to triumph.
But how does your fight end? The storyteller's voice changes. You hear a death rattle.
She will win. Overpower me. Weaken my spirit, and my body will drop into the waters of WeArEuS.
The elf's voice becomes lower and lower, becoming denser and stronger, like a stone that has decided to talk.
From now on, I am blood. I am set and thicken. I grow firmer, stronger, I crystallize, I gain edges. Power lies dormant within me, and I lie dormant in the dark.
Failed the will check? The storyteller's heavy words like massive mauls crush your soul into the dark abyss. They lie on your shoulders, pushing you down deeper and deeper. You don't want to breathe or live, you just want to lie down and never wake up. We passed 2 checks, both lore and knowledge. Are you the island of Olympia, the one Illusionera is built on?
Yes. My body became stone. My flesh turned to firmament, and the power hidden in it made it expand and swell. I am the island, and everything hidden within it.
I brought the souls of demon lords who went to the Rift of Repose after death.
Yes, but not me. The one I used to be. She was supposed to go to a secret place, but someone stopped her, locked her in this body. She didn't want those who fell at her hand to return. She found a way to lock their power in her remains, and the power is still there.
Let's make sure we don't miss anything there. We asked what would happen to her next.
You will take me out. Your hands will take me out of the cavern.
The storyteller's voice calms.
This is where the road to the past, the one open to me, ends. It leads to this very moment, but I see something else. The future. A possible future.
Droplets of spittle fly from the old elf's mouth. His speech becomes furious and garbled, his voice trembling with tension.
Ah! It hurts! The crystal is so huge, she's implanting it, sewing it into living flesh, my flesh. And it oozes power, soaking my flesh and blood, flowing in my veins. I am rage, I am agony, I am violence made flesh.
Failing a will check, red fog descends before your eyes. Something horrible, primal and bloodthirsty awakens in your soul. It drinks your strength greedily, sending a pain lancing through your skull. We should be able to make this perception check. Listen to the storyteller's voice, try to understand why it is trembling. You feel the thirst for blood, the heat that pulses through the warrior before an imminent fight, the pride swelling within the demon that is speaking through the storyteller. That power that he yearns to feel as soon as possible, the duty that he intends to brace with honor. Who are you and who do you serve?
I am a humble demon whose old name doesn't matter. From now on, everyone will call me Honored Horror. Lady Hepzibah will lead me into battle where I will crush her enemies. No, I will destroy them with my horrifying grunting that will rip their pathetic flesh from their meager carcasses.
Who is implanting the crystal into you?
Mutasafin, that cunning one with snake eyes, one of the fosterlings of the upstart Aurilu. My mistress Hepzibah ordered him to do it. She has many such crystals. I am not the first or last to have had this done to them. Mutasifen is a weak mortal spawn, but even he improves with practice. You see, I am alive, unlike the pathetic unfortunates who went first.
What fight awaits you?
We are going to fight Nocticula. That winged upstart has been troubling our Lord Baphomet for too long. Time to remove her from the board.
And how do you expect to defeat her in her dominion?
We have followers in Alushanira. They will strike from the inside, cripple her, drain her blood, and then our army will bring down all its might given to us by the miraculous crystals. And Nocticula and her pathetic servants will fall.
The storyteller's vision fades, and with it, the terrible heat in your chest. The old elf comes back from his dream with a helpless sigh.
What a horrible vision. I am completely exhausted. I never expected to touch the memories of a fallen demon lord who had never found peace in the Rift of Repose.
I saw everything you saw again.
Like when you brought me the stone chisel in Canabras. Strange. Could it be that these two objects are connected? To each other or to you?
So, the crystals are demon blood.
Yes, hardened blood in which the spiritual power of the perished demon lord is sealed. In this case, the power of Valenthia, who was killed in battle and locked in her own remains in this unusual way.
And of course we know the city was built on her corpse. But how can this stone grant powers?
I suppose that it happens as a result of some merging process, after which the unspent power of a demon lord will literally flow into the body of the one who uses the stone.
And we know what the Rift of Repose is. I'm just checking to make sure. Just checking to make sure we didn't have an opportunity to score some extra XP. The old elf gives a sudden jolt and says,
I've had a brilliant idea. The stone knife you showed me in Canabras, do you still have it? Can I examine it again?
Sure. Frowning, the storyteller stands for a while holding the knife. Finally, he returns the weapon to you and says heavily,
No question. The knife is made from the Hindrian crystal. No, not made. The stone is the hardened blood of a demon lord, and, considering you found it in the square and devastated Canabras, the blood certainly belonged to Daskari and was shed in battle.
Let's make sure we didn't get anything new that's interesting, and time to go. Let's make sure we're not missing anything. Okay. Wait, could we have him, hold on, make a throwing axe for what's her face? Throwing axe, T. Whenever this weapon can tear the soul of a living enemy. Whenever it lands a hit, it deals an additional 1 to 6 force damage. Hold on, it would have other effects as well. You can put this here at least. Now let's investigate. +3 Ghost Touch Heartseeker, which is misspelled. Brilliant Energy. A brilliant energy weapon ignores non-living matter. Armor and shield bonuses to armor class, including any enhancement bonuses to that armor, do not count against it, because the weapon passes through armor. Dexterity, deflection, dodge, natural armor, and other such bonuses still apply. A brilliant energy weapon cannot harm undead, constructs, or objects. The crystals that we fought a while back were aberrations. So all I have to do is literally just swap weapons. Heartseeker. A Heartseeker weapon ignores the mischance for concealment against most living targets, though the attack must still target the proper square. This special ability does not apply against aberrations, oozes, plants, outsiders with the elemental subtype, or any creature specifically noted to lack a heart. It has enhancement +3. I don't remember what that enhancement bonus is. It's actually pretty good. While I'm thinking about it, magic weapon for her. She already has magic weapon secondary. Never mind. Okay, so I don't know what to do now, so we'll go to the journal and check. Rapture of Rupture. Okay, so we still have to go back to Valexia's place. It's doable. Why is this not checked properly? We found Zephorian. Why is this not checked? Okay, so we'll go back and talk to Shamira and try to avoid telling her anything about the true nature of the Nahindrian crystals, because I don't think anyone needs to know what Illusionera is built on, or that the crystals are basically crystallized demon lord blood. Gross. And, well, I say gross, but I'm carrying around a blade made of crystallized demon blood. So, we need to head back to... I don't even remember where Shamira's place is. Yeah, I've got nothing. I know we went with Valexia to that place. Okay, maybe we'll go and talk to Valexia since I know where her place is. That's the best I've got. Really quickly, I do want to point this out. This entire thing is actually really easy to solve. As you can see, Bismuth and Ember are already standing on one of them. This is what happens when you press the button, Frank. You notice how this one didn't move? It's the same with the ones in the Mage's Tower, and I know there's another one of these somewhere around here. I don't remember where, but once I find it, I'm going to solve it and get whatever's in, well, at the end of it. I want to make it very clear, so pay attention when I tell you this. If you haven't solved this before and you're intending to, only send one person. Have everyone else standing all the way back here, because that one person is most likely going to die. Well, there's a trap on this, and it requires a perception check of 40. So it's best to assume, unless you are like at the end game and you somehow manage to come back here and do this, I guess you might be able to pass it. But if you're just if you're around the same point as me, you probably don't have anyone with a perception check able to pass that kind of a check. So what's going to happen is you're going to want to send one person, while whoever is capable of reviving that person stands all the way back, along with everyone else. Because as soon as you open that, it's going to summon a Banshee who's going to wail. And that wail is going to do upwards of 250 damage to whoever's near. All the way to about here. I lost about 4 or 5 people, including mounts, all over the course of about the 2 seconds that it took like half a second it took for the whale to travel to its maximum range. Darren was safe, but it just took too long for him to be able to resurrect one person. Then someone else was... It was a mess. So just make sure you're careful. And with that said, I'm going to see you once we arrive at wherever it is I'm intending for us to go. I know I said it was going to be Valexia's place, but if I find something interesting on the way, you'll be the second to know. So, as luck would have it, I accidentally oops my way into finding Shamira. Now remember, the idea is to lie to her and prevent her from knowing what it is we've discovered, which is probably going to require some perception or persuasion checks, which means...
Rules are made to be broken.
Wait, no, he doesn't have that cloak, does he? Oh yeah, nope, it's a morale bonus. I think the morale bonus he's getting from this is better than what he would have got from that other cloak. This one, right? Yeah, +2 bonus to persuasion. So he doesn't need to cast anything. He's just better. But I wonder if I could get the bonus from that. Activate it, and then put that on. Whatever. What happens, happens. After she notices you, Shamira gives you a displeased frown and irritably asks, "You again? Have you no friends that you must keep coming here to chat with me? Or perhaps, though I find this extremely hard to believe, you're not completely useless and have found something of interest for me?" I've completed your task. Shamira ignores you, looking somewhere else, but in your mind you hear her angry hiss. "So speak if you have, but use your mind instead of flapping your lips. Your mind!" I know that you have done much to win Shamira's favor, but my heart tells me that helping her would lead to evil. Forget everything I've told you. We'll find another way to complete our mission. It is wrong to fight evil by increasing the power of another evil. Reject the promises of the ardent dream and we'll leave this place before we betray ourselves and our ideals. Well, I'm not going to tell her what we've discovered. And I don't remember who she's allied with. Or what passes for alliances around here. Naturally, this is going to end in violence, but I do not serve you and I will not tell you anything. I could have just... Well, if this goes sideways, I just don't have to come back here, so whatever. Shamira gives you a venomous smile and you can read your sentence in her eyes. That's right. You don't serve me. You are an outsider and by Nocticula's will, no one can lay a finger on you. But who will stop me? Shamira's magic crashes over your will. And with a bit of effort, you manage to force Shamira out of your mind. Oh, so it's going to be like this, huh? The difficulty class was a 27 for that first one because, and I say first one, because I'm fully expecting her to not just give up after failing once. You can't break me. Cursing Shamira brings more force to bear against you. A vein pulses on her temple. The latest attack is much stronger, but you muster all of your willpower and again manage to fend it off. Ooh, the difficulty class on that one climbed. Keep trying. It won't work. Swearing, Shamira unleashes all of her power on you.
You'll regret that. You refuse to talk. So be it. I'll just rip everything you know out of your mind.
And there. Really? So we just ended up low rolling it. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I have something that increases will. Or at least... whatever. In the heat of Shamira's magic, your mind melts like wax. Your knowledge of the hindering crystal surfaces as the demon strips out your memories as efficiently and ruthlessly as a hunter dressing a carcass. Suddenly, the heat subsides, banished by a gust of mountain wind, cool and clear. The hand of the Inheritor's voice thunders inside your head. Hold on, champion! Together we will overpower the magic of this fiend. Fight to the end! Calmly, despite just having had my poor mind ravaged by this heartless woman, I say to her, you've lost. Get out of my head. Shamira reclines on her throne, exhausted, and hisses through clenched teeth.
Cretin! Get out of my harem, now!
A buzzing hum rises among the throng of spectators who witnessed your confrontation. You hear angry curses directed at you, but they ring hollow. For the first time in centuries, Shamira has received a public dressing down, and witnessing it was a true delight for the assembled demons. Ooh. That was crunchy. That only would have been better if I had had some milk to go with it. Because we got 10,000 XP out of that.
You are most curious, mortal.
I guess we've done it. You hear in your head a female voice, melodious, low, and sensual. You are rather intriguing yourself.
There's a reason they call me Nocticula, the Lady in Shadow. My words and thoughts are shrouded in darkness.
I take it I finally have your attention.
Yes, your arrival in Alashanira was quite impressive. Have reached me even here, behind my locked gates and my wall of valiant guards. Rumors of a remarkable Galarian taking my Alashanira by storm.
I'm merely asking for an audience.
You have my permission to enter the palace. Go there and wait. I will arrive when the time is right. Until then, you will be taken care of by one of my servants.
It was very nice that that was voiced. Sudden, unexpected, and kind of out of left field. But I appreciate not having to voice at least one person this video. Now, I need to have everyone mount up, and once I'm done with this, I'm going to head off to... I'm not entirely sure... Oh, I can just... Okay. Yeah, so I'm going to head up to Valexia's place. Who is he trying to ride? That one. And we'll talk to her, get that done. And then...
Where do you want me?
Once we finish talking to her, we're going to end the video. And next time, we're going to talk to... We forgot Sheila. And next time, next video, we're going to... Finally... talk to Nocticula. But first, we actually have... We do have other things we need to do. We've got several companion quests that need taken care of before we can do that. We are close, though. We just need to go and talk to her. Then the only thing left is talking to Nocticula. This one, I have to be very careful with because I'm not sure how it's supposed to occur. So, I'm going to have to be pretty careful once I finally meet Nocticula. But for now, what I want to do is go to the upper... God dang it, Sela, get on the horse. It's not that hard. Where is... Okay. So I'm not sure where we need to go. So I have found myself in some in an interesting place. On the way here, I managed to succeed at a perception check and found a cloak of the lone wolf, which allows anyone using a ranged weapon to deal more damage or more likely land their attacks, so long as there are no enemies or allies within 10 feet of them. I gave it to Lan because he's the only one who's actually got ranged attacks and is going... I wonder if that would work for magic. Anyway, I gave it to Lan. Then I went inside the building that I found. I don't remember the name of it, but I just saw it a few minutes ago. Inside is what is basically a library. And in one of the rooms in this library of sorts is a perception check that can lead you to another lexicon of paradox. This lexicon offers up some, I don't want to say spoilers because, I mean, that'd be, that actually doesn't apply under the circumstances. But it tells you a lot of what's going on in the background. Basically, it says Morrow is basically a being cobbled together from a mortal soul and the world wound. She refers to him in her notes or books or whatever as the key. Now, as a result of his nature, his duality, as she says, he has the potential to achieve transformation as well as gain and bestow significant power. But it's also, his dual nature is also killing him slowly, and she's actually trying to fix that. It's interesting. So, after I read all of that, there was a big purple button at the bottom that said use, and this is what we got, and that's why we're here. I was looking for Valexia's place. I obviously have not found Valexia's place, but that doesn't matter. We've got something else on our hands to take care of. So let's do that, and then move on. Well, and then we've got to end the video. I couldn't figure out a way to make that work, so that's where we are. The letters written by the hand of WeArEuS appear to have a life all their own. A moment's inattention and they begin to disperse, changing shape and moving toward the edge of the page as though they were planning to leap off. The commander lays the second part of the lexicon of paradox next to the first, and the movement of the letters becomes more intelligible. The lines of both parts now seem drawn to each other, straining to unite and form new sentences. So what if we join them and then focus on the text? Morrow brings the two halves of the lexicon together, but nothing happens. No sparks, no extraordinary transformation. The lexicon of paradox remains in two ripped halves. All that happens is that the line of text begin to move before his eyes. The letters of the two halves are striving to merge into words, but they cannot. What if we try to compare the words of the lexicon's two halves to grasp their hidden meaning? Oh, this is so easy. It's so easy. Do we focus on the calculation to determine the convenient location to open a new rift in Sarkoris? Focus on the analysis. The problem is, again, I know I've said this before, but there are times when you select an option and you don't get to go back and select the alternate options. And these times are not forecast, so there's no indication that you just can't choose anything else. Like this, I know this leads to the end of this interaction, but it's not so obvious with other things. For example, I could choose this and then I won't be able to come back to any of these other ones. So I'm going to be careful and choose a very specific one. In my head, I'm thinking that the one with the highest difficulty check is the one I should probably go with. That one being knowledge of the world. Focus on the description of the anatomy of the mythic creatures, the description of mythical properties of Demon Lord blood. I'm pretty sure I know I saved in this location, so no matter what, I can come right back if I get screwed out of choosing any of the other options. But for now, we're going to focus. This one will probably be important, so I'm going to choose any of the other three. Starting with this one, focus on the analysis of the mythical powers which transformation bestows upon demons. How in... because I know exactly what happened. I had to select Sela specifically so she'd be able to interact with the goddamn thing, because it's in a freaking alcove that she can't get into otherwise. So we have to come back and do this again. Because I'm not about to fail a skill check because I'm not dealing with that. As far as I'm concerned, terrible game design does not count when it comes to failing a skill check. In most other cases, I'll let it ride, but no.
Can't hide from me.
There, see? Now she's just happened to have ended up in the corner. Everyone's selected, so whoever has the highest arcana will just magically, will be selected to roll for the skill check. What? What? It didn't happen the first time. Oh, I did put it in my inventory. Oops. What? Excuse... What? What? It said the difficulty class for the Arcana check was 17. Or no, 16. Ember has an Arcana... She's got an Arcana skill level of... What is it, like 37? There's no way we should have failed that. Frankly, it doesn't... Hold on. Frankly, it doesn't even make sense. What I'm suspecting is... Yup, his Arcana is 716. it doesn't make sense. Under literally any other circumstance, it would use everyone else's. It would use. Why is it only using his? That makes no sense. Under any other circumstance, at any other time, and any other interaction involving knowledge checks, you would be able to use other characters. There's no way on earth we roll high enough to get any of these. The highest one he has is this one. And he literally can't roll high enough to pass. He just can't. He can't pass any of these. It's the stupidest thing. He could be having a conversation in which a character is only talking to him, and then he has to go roll a perception check or something, but it rolls from based off the character with the highest perception in the party, and it acts as if he is the one who rolled it successfully. But it doesn't apply here. Under any other circumstance, if these were lower by about by about 10 points, I could probably just save scum it and pass one of them. But they're way too high. Even if he rolled a 20, he'd still be nowhere near the difficulty class he needs to pass any of these. It doesn't make any sense. It's wildly inconsistent with the rest of the game. And it actually pisses me off. At the very least, I need to see if I can go back to it. I'm pretty sure I just did this, but... yeah. No. So, I only get one shot at it. That actually pisses me off so much. That they just, on a whim, disregard the way the game has operated all the way in every other similar circumstance up until now. With this one thing. It's stupid. And with that, I'm done here. I hope you guys have enjoyed yourselves and everything you've seen here. We'll be back with another video tomorrow and another one on Sunday. So, well, we're not going to be done with, I think she pronounced it Alushanira. I think it was more like Alushanira. Something like Alushanira. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was it. I'm not going to pronounce it like that. That's awkward. So we're not done with this place just yet. We've got the companion side quests to deal with. Even the one with Camellia, which I'm sure I'm going to hate. I'm probably just going to kill her. So if she stops showing up one day, you'll know what happened. And so with all that said, we will see you next time.
You see